gozaimasu. Watashi wa Naruto-sama. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Alright, so, you're only one of the people who had, like, multiple different characters. Like, Jesus had different entrances, but you literally had different characters, and you actually trolled a couple people pretty well. Your characters including acting as a BuzzFeed shill. So what else? And what gave you the idea to have multiple characters?
I went there, right? I went there and I was called Beta Cuckanon, and I didn't want to be called Beta Cuckanon anymore. So I was like, how can I look like a fucking moron in front of this camera? Let me grab a Naruto headband and just fucking do it. So I went, I did the stupid Naruto shit just because it was you know, to make fun of all of the kids that were actually wearing Naruto headbands and doing Naruto runs, so that people would think that I actually was, and then at some point just switch it up on them. And then the next time, I always thought that doing the same thing over and over again would get stale, and I sound really fucking pretentious for this, but I didn't like being the Naruto guy like multiple times. I thought that what I was doing would get old and boring because I wasn't doing much. I would you know, run around like a Naruto guy, but then what else is there, you know? And so I saw that there were a bunch of news reporters there one day, and I was like, you know what? Why is no one going down there dressed as a reporter and just being, I don't know, just trolling people? So I was like, I'm gonna do it. I have a DSLR, I have a little microphone, I can do it.
Okay, so you had a lot of different characters because you just didn't want to be called Beta Cuck. And you thought it would get old.
I mean, if you're actually listening to my fucking answer, you would hear that that was not the only reason, but okay.
We got better people in here.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right.
There's tier lists. You gotta get over it.
Alright. Is Naruto not top team?
Well, hold on, actually, about that. So, tier lists, usually it's Bog, Jackie, Jesus, Blart, top 3, and that makes it. But there's always outliers that really like Leaf, or really like you, or sometimes it's Chad, and I think that's just Stacy's who get wet. But, so how do you...
No, gay anons. It's gay anons, not fucking Stacy's.
There are no Stacy's on 4chan.
All those blowjob solicitations that I got on 4chan were not what I wanted.
That is the opposite of what I wanted.
Hey, it's a bro job, not a blow job.
Alright, so yeah, so how do you feel about being S tier to some people? Not all people, let's be honest, but some people.
I don't know if it's just the threads that I've been looking at, or the fact that I only look at threads that when I control F it, I get at least 5 results for NARU, right? But
fucking faggot.
Keep going. Farming for use.
But
those use.
But I don't see. I mean, when people usually do tier lists, I'm included at the top, I think.
Yeah, you're definitely A, but like sometimes you're people's favorites.
Oh, well, I love it when people think that I'm like the best character, because I'm my favorite character too. But I can't. Excuse me? Fuck you mean no?
Keep going.
I'm my favorite character. No. I really I've never had this kind of like support before, and to think that other people like me. I mean, whatever I do here, I kind of have sort of low self-esteem in a weird way, where I'm confident in myself but really not. It's fake confidence, I guess. So thank you to everyone that rates me S tier rank, rates me above everyone else. Thank you. I do have one person though. One person I think is actually like obsessed with me, and she's like, she keeps commenting on my stuff and tweeting at me. I think she's actually obsessed.
Who?
I'm not saying it's not either.
No, but there's some person.
There's one person.
Well, there was some fucking chick who's 42 with 3 kids that talked to Jesus for Blart. So yeah, you all have orbiters. Okay, so in the season 1 finale, when everyone really thought it was shut it down, it's over, for real. One moment you said
he had to have known that the phrase "He will not divide us" was only going to succeed in uniting a small group of people against another group of people. When you demonize someone that people have voted for, you're turning one group against the other. It's absolutely disgusting.
So could you go more in depth about that idea? As in the division of people on the right and the people on the left? As this quote-unquote art project has united, you know, everyone in here?
I think that the and I said it on the stream. When you demonize someone that people actually voted for, they're not going to be happy. That's not going to unite people. This is really, to say he will not divide us, is pretty much saying he's not going to divide the left, because it's a leftist piece. I asked one of the curators. The curator said, you know, people are taking this as a freedom of speech expression piece, and it's not. That's what he said. It's not a freedom of expression piece. What is that? What could that possibly mean? That could possibly mean that it's, you know, politically driven. Why did the museum take it down? Because it was politically driven. So you're uniting the left to hate the right. The right is taking this as a joke. The right is memeing. This is a project the left is taking seriously, and the right is memeing it. Right? So the left is getting angry at the right for memeing it. The right is angry at the left for being, you know, Antifa shill cucks. And you've got complete chaos. You've got people yelling in people's ear. You've got people assaulting people. You've got people going, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Just shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! In my fucking ear, you know?
The freak out on you has been one of the more like greater things. And when you watch that freak out, you actually realize the main reason the guy freaked out was not because you pissed him off. It was because the girl he was trying to court, like, started laughing at you.
He will not divide us. He will not divide us. He will not divide us. Shut the fuck up! Just shut the fuck up!
So do you want to talk about your interaction with that girl? You want to talk about that guy and, like, how that guy had been acting the whole night? You want to talk about how many people have seen that video? Because I don't know how many. It's a high number, but I don't know the number. So just like just go on a tangent about that.
All right. Well, look at the numbers. Here I am being an attention whore. It's like, if you combine all the YouTube videos, I think it's like over 150,000 views. Because there's multiple videos on it. But yeah. So I was there. I didn't really recognize the guy. I saw that the guy was like chanting "He will not divide us" very, very intently, and I was just there doing my stupid stuff. I think before that, what I was doing was showing people that I was dressed as a character from Dragon Ball Z when I clearly wasn't. And then I just started, you know, chanting along with them. But I wasn't saying "He will not divide us." I was saying "He will not inside us." Well, at first I started out with "He will not inside us," and I think it was just me. That was in, like, in terms of our guys, I think it was just me in front of the camera at that point. I was like, what can I do to, like, be a dickhead? And it was, I was saying "He will not inside us," and then I took it a step further and went in between each "He will not inside us," and kept doing it, and I was honestly about to stop. I was really about to stop doing it. And
how many more do you think you were gonna do?
What?
How many more would you have done?
No, I was at my point. I was really about, maybe like 2 more times.
Oh wow, okay.
I would have done it like 2 more times and I would have given up. But that point, he turned around and I knew.
And you stood ground.
I stood my ground. I stood my ground and kept reading afterwards as he was yelling at me. And at first I didn't realize because their heads were turned facing the camera, but I didn't know she was laughing. And I didn't realize that that's why he got mad. So I rewatched the footage, and then that's what everyone in the comments were saying, that he got mad because the girl that he was with was laughing at it, and yeah. Wait, there's more. Hold on.
Yeah, there's more. Like, talk about that girl, because something happened with that girl after.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going about. Sorry, I get distracted very easily. So, and okay, the guy was cool about it afterwards. He came up to me, he gave me a handshake.
No one wants to hear that. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Gay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened? Yeah, you know what? We're shutting it down. Okay, so wait, so what?
I gotta give the full story because I don't want to seem like a douchebag.
Yeah, sure. So what happened?
Right? He apologized for like freaking out on me and like gave me. He was definitely like autistic. He was on the spectrum. But
definitely.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
He gave me a handshake. he gave me a handshake and he apologized, and when he left, he was like giving me a handshake too. And honestly, I respect people if they do stuff like that, because if you're willing to, like, it's hard for me to apologize for stuff. I'm very steadfast in what I do, and it takes a lot for me to apologize to someone. So if you're able to like suck up your own pride and apologize to someone, then I respect you for that. Yeah, so that's that guy. I haven't spoken to that guy. The girl, on the other hand, people found her Twitter and sent it to me saying it was her, and I was like, oh shit, hey. So I sent her a message on Twitter like 3 weeks after it happened, saying like, are you the girl from that video? And she's like, yeah. I was like, wow, this got crazy. I was like, who's that dude? She's like, oh, she just goes to school with me. He just goes to school with me. And
oh, so he knew the girl beforehand?
Yeah.
What a fucking cock.
Got cucked by beta cuck. That's impressive.
That's impressive. That's how you do it.
That makes him a fucking...
So wait, so he came up and he apologized and everything?
He apologized there, yeah, he apologized.
Alright.
He said, oh, and this is something else. He said the reason why he spurred out was because I was saying he will nut inside us, and he wanted to think, oh, this is where it gets good, hold on. He said he will nut, because I kept saying he will nut inside us, and he didn't like thinking about like Donald Trump anywhere near inside him. So I was like, oh.
That's complete narrative though.
So you don't like Daddy Donald's big long schlong caressing your butt cheeks? You don't want thick hot ropes of Daddy Donald's seed seeping out of your tight little butthole after he finishes pounding it soft and hard all the time? Cut that shit out.
That's I said that's staying. No, that's an uncut Naruto.
Yeah, we gotta clean them. We gotta clean them sheets back there.
Oh shit! All right, so yeah, no, that's not true. The reason why he yelled at you wasn't about that. The reason you can, I saw his body. Yeah, so it's about how do you feel that you like cocked some dude?
Just another day.
Just
another day.
Okay, good.
I cucked a dude in Texas.
All right.
I cucked some dude in Texas, and that's how I got my current.
How many hundreds of thousands of those views are just you rewatching that clip?
At least 50,000.
Okay.
I comment on them too, but no one knows that it's me in the
Oh wait,
YouTube
hold on.
channel.
I got. Okay, hold on. I actually wrote down questions about this. So you kept your composure. Like, talk about how you kept your composure.
I did not expect him to freak out, and if I backed down, I look like a pussy. So part of it was just me. Like it's a meme being a beta cuck, because you know I'm beta around girls. Don't get me wrong.
We know.
I'm around girls. I'm beta, but I don't want to look like a pussy, so I don't look like a pussy. I've been bullied enough in school that I know how to stand my ground, and that's why with like stolen valor and all that stuff, I just did not give an inch.
You've seen that you were on like InfoWar and other outlets, right?
Yeah.
So how does it feel like being like for a couple of seconds on InfoWars and other shit?
It's definitely, I mean, I'm not the main focus of it, obviously, but it's definitely interesting to see that clips like that get used in other media, and that it's spreading. I'm hoping that at some point I get like 1 million subscribers on YouTube or whatever, and they're like, hey, he started out by wearing a Naruto headband. He was on InfoWars. He was a neo-Nazi. Shut him down.
So in the season 1 goodbye, you did say a lot, but you brought up that earlier point about how terrible and poorly thought out the art installation was. You had said,
I hope this message gets through to everyone on the left and on the right.
what is that message?
Fuck, I don't know.
That
Besides
this art, that HWNDU is...
Was.
Kill.
HWNDU was dumb. It was fucking stupid. It was a joke. It was a way for a B-list celebrity to stay relevant for a couple of more years because he did some sort of art project. HWNDU is a joke, and if you can't see that it actually is divisive and it's a joke, then I don't know what to say about you. You're probably not on the correct side of the knowledge spectrum. Then I guess I'm done. Hokage Kage no Bushi.
あの日いた空